Hi guys, welcome back, and if you're new here, I'm Nessie. Today I'm showing you how I made 5 more kitchen utensils, starting with a rolling pin. You need a piece of wooden dowelling and a fat kebab skewer. Use mini files or sandpaper or emery boards to create the handle shape on the end of the kebab skewer. It's so much easier to do this before cutting the rolling pin handle off because you'll have something to hold on to. This can take a bit of time to do, so have your favourite podcast or audiobook on while you work. The mini files are pretty inexpensive if you don't have any, but they are handy to have for mini projects. Shara from Queen City Minis got her set from Harbour Freight. I got mine from AliExpress. Once you have the handles shaped the way you want, cut it off the skewer and tidy up any rough bits. Nobody wants a splinter from their rolling pin. Clear off the dust from your workspace and cut your slightly fatter wooden dowel to the right length. Don't forget, a full list of all the materials used in this video is in the description below. And while you're at it, check out the link to my Nessie Monster merch, where you can buy the cute designs I've created on stickers, t-shirts, mugs, phone cases and more. Now glue on the handles. I started with super glue, but it didn't want to work. Since the super glue wasn't playing nice, I changed tact and went with wood glue instead, and that worked like a charm. Make sure the handles are about as centered as you can manage and wipe off the excess glue before leaving your rolling pin somewhere to set. I braced the handles with scraps of cardstock so they didn't move before the glue set. This is the finished rolling pin. Next up is a roast fork, or is it called a carving fork? Please let me know in the comments what you call it. In the meantime, I'm still using up my stash of paper covered wire to make the prongs of the fork. I'm twisting 2 ends together to make the stem of the fork before cutting off the excess wires. I measured the length of the prongs on my cutting mat and folded them to mark where to cut. Probably not the wisest move because I had to straighten them out with my pliers. Grabbing my fat kebab skewer again, I'm sanding one end to make it a little thinner in diameter for the handle of the fork. Cut off the handle you just made and sand the edges smooth. Now stab just one hole in the end of the handle. It has to be fat enough to fit the twisted wires in it. If your awl doesn't make a big enough hole, use a pin drill. Use super glue to glue the wires into the handle and clean off any excess glue. Paint the prongs of the fork silver. And this is the finished fork, but what is a roast fork without a carving knife? Using the same soda can from the last couple of videos, I'm making a knife blade. I sanded the paint off the front entirely at this corner so I won't need to paint it later. Trace around your knife blade template and remember to leave a small strip to attach to the handle. As you can see, you can cut your blade with a pair of scissors. Please be careful of any sharp offcuts when picking them up. I'm using a piece of coffee stir stick to make the handle for the carving knife. You can see I didn't cut it exactly evenly in half, but I can fix it easily with a little trimming or sanding later. Add a drop of super glue to one end of the handle and stick the strip you left on your knife blade to it. Then add another drop to the other side of the metal strip and some tacky glue on the wooden part before adding the other side of the handle. Clamp the handle together while the glue dries. Now it's time to decorate the handle with some super tiny caviar beads to look like metal studs. First step is to sand the handle smooth before poking holes for the beads to sit in. I'm using tacky glue to add the beads. This is what the finished carving knife looks like. But then I had a dream about making a mini meat cleaver, and then I realised Papa Gnome would probably also need a smaller paring knife too. So here we are, following pretty much the same steps again to add a meat cleaver and a paring knife to make a 3-piece knife set. I made all my knife blade templates by drawing the shapes out on scrap cardstock and cutting them out. The cardstock's a lot more durable to trace around. These blades needed painting silver on one side because I forgot to sand the soda can clean of paint. The meat cleaver handle is about the same size as the carving knife, but the paring knife handle is much shorter to stay in proportion. I attach the blades to the handles just the same way as I did with the carving knife. Sand the handles to the shape you want. Then add the caviar beads to the handles. I added 2 on each side of the cleaver handle, but only 1 on each side of the paring knife handle. My tacky glue was trying to escape the bottle by oozing out on its own, so I had to use my oil to add tiny amounts to the knife handles. And here they are all done. I think I may need to make a knife holder now though to hold them all. What do you think? If you've enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads, and leave a comment because I'd love to hear from you. It really helps my channel to grow. If you want to share your own crafty ideas and projects, join my Facebook page called Nessie Monster Crafts, and we have Fun Day Fridays where we can all show off our latest works in progress. If you can afford it, please consider buying me a coffee. Links for both my Facebook group and coffee account are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!